All right, I think it's live. I know it takes like a minute or two as my voice cracks. I know, growing up. Speaking of growing up, 2,025 subscribers. So, mwah, thank you very, very much. I didn't think anyone would watch this. I still can't believe anybody watches this. That's pretty crazy. It started in October 6th is when I just figured, okay, we'll just put it up and see what happens. It's still incredibly awkward filming and recording. Filming. It's not film. I'm old as shit. Anyway, thank you very much for that. If you could leave more things in the comments on what you actually want to see. I polled it before where it was like theory, songs, technique, and gear. And in that order, or in this order, it was theory, like slash writing, technique, and then it was kind of really low. I don't remember between songs and gear. So I've been sticking to that. Another thing that's huge is I've been posting every day. That's how I started it. Like, oh, a video every day. I'm not in charge of the algorithm, and it sucks. Well, it doesn't suck. It's just different than what I would have, right? If it's not the way I want it, it sucks. Story of my life. Anyway, by not uploading every single day, what happens is I will get more, or YouTube will plug it more. So it'll show up on more people's screens. So more people have the opportunity to click on it. They do click on it and the channel grows. I can't even see when people write, but someone just said something, so I don't know. Whoever that was, thanks, I guess, unless you insulted me, and then thanks too. But I'll read it after this goes live. Again, I still have to figure out how to work all this. But what I was getting at is posting every like other day or third day. What I'm doing now, just the transparency of it, is as soon as a video stops getting promoted, which I could see on like my end or whatever, that's when I'll release another video. Not because I'm holding anything back, it's just more people can see it that way. And I can go live though, and that won't affect anything. So if you wanted, I could still do that every day. So if there's any comments, I'll definitely get into that. And the live videos always stay up. Another thing I did is, this is my old bass from 2002. I'm born in 87, so I'm 36. So this one I've had, and I've been able to tour and play in bands and all this crazy shit from a young age. This thing has been around. It's gotten beat to hell. It was in horrible condition. Went home for Thanksgiving. Home is New York. Well, now Phoenix, but whatever. Don't stalk me. Not that anyone ever does. But anyway, like, who the fuck am I? I was in New York, and I found this just rotting away in the basement when I was visiting my dad's place. The tuners were all messed up. It was filthy. The neck was disgusting. It's nice and clean now, and I can't take any credit for doing this. Credit, I guess, goes to me working my job so I could have money to pay someone else to do this for me. Who I went to is a place called The Bass Place. I've heard about them growing up, reading Bass Player magazine. They used to be in, I didn't know they were in Arizona, but I don't know the whole history of it, but they used to have these huge page, like full spreads, all this stuff, all bass, hence Bass Place. Turns out I looked for, people near me to be able to work on basses in Phoenix, and it's in Peoria. It's like down the block. Same place that I read about as a kid. So I brought it to them. They put in new knobs, obviously new strings. They cleaned the hell out of this whole thing. These were all replaced as well. Can I do a longer, more in-depth theory and technique during live? Absolutely I can, Doug. I was able to read that one too. Yeah, definitely. That's something I could do every day. Maybe not every day just because life, but I will definitely get into theory because there's only so much you can get into for a couple of minutes. Like, perfect example, not to sidetrack, but I was thinking about a theory video on harmony, and it got me leading to think of what these buzzwords are in music theory. Like, everyone knows what harmony is, but if you had to define it, you get that moment. Harmony is just two different pitches played at the same time. So getting into that, it's a little different too, because then you have Western harmony, you can play in thirds, all the way up with double stops and intervals and all that. Trying to explain harmony, the one sentence of harmony is two pitches played at the same time. I curse a lot on live video too, so I hope that's okay. There are a lot of different ways harmony is involved in music. Think about how many times you hear two pitches at once, and the whole gamut that goes into it, consonance to dissonance. yeah, I'm gonna start doing theory every day. Yeah, I should be able to do it every day. Even if no one watches it live, you can always go back and just, archive it. So yeah, back to this thing. It's so hard not to have ADD. Well, I always have it, but I have it under control. So they switched this out. Hooray for swears. Fuck yeah. You spelled fuck yeah wrong. H-O-O-R-A-Y is not how you spell fuck yeah. Jesus. So they replaced these. They replaced the volume. This is an active bass too, and I could do another video on that. I can get into that a little bit here. There's a 9 volt in here, and they also replaced the input jack. The input, as everyone will get, loose every so often, so we have to tighten it by hand. We have to. That's not the right way of doing it, but fuck it. That's the way we do it. Yeah, fuck yeah. So we get demonetized before I even get monetized. It doesn't matter. That's not why we're doing this. So this thing gets, everyone knows that little like ring right there will get loose, especially on a bass from 2002 that I've never put a wrench to this thing, ever. I just realized that as I was, saying it. I just always kind of went through with it. This one is pretty sick though. This was made, this was made in Germany from Warwick, 2002. So I don't know, I was 14 or 15, just being a lunatic. Latchkey kid, which was a lot of fun. We'll get into therapy sessions on another channel. Which will never happen. Anyway, when I was a kid, I was running amok, but I was fortunate enough where I was able to get this bass. It's been beat to hell beyond belief. It sounds brilliant. Just super bright. And like I said, it's active. Right now I have it active. The bass boosted all the way up. It's hard to hear because I don't even go direct. I have this microphone next to a Fender Rumble 25. So I always laugh. I'll put this, I'll somewhat promote it or whatever, and put these in Facebook groups of gearheads and all this stuff. I'm like, oh, the tone sounds sick. I'm like, yeah, I mean, the bass is sick, but the tone is just an open air mic behind the amp with just a Fender Rumble 25. But the bass sounds really good. And what I was talking about with active and passive, not to get fully into it, I'll do a video on it, but you could bypass it also. So that's a great tool. StewMac cells for tightening. That's all. It holds the inside bit in place while you're tightening. StewMac, whatever that is, I gotta check that out and I'll do a video on that. I don't, again, when I said monetize before, I don't get paid for any of this stuff. If I do, that'd be really cool one day. But I really want to start using or making reviews of stuff that works, like things I absolutely love. Warwick doesn't pay me, even though I love this company. Same thing when it comes. I'm trying to think, what do I have that works really well? The microphone. If anyone's looking to record anything that I was just talking about, that's all I use. It's a Rode. I have no idea what the model is. I'm probably really loud because the mic's right in front of my face, but that's where I put it. Highly recommend if you're using it for that. Plugs right into your phone. Really easy and good stuff, but I'll definitely check out that jack. Back to the active stuff, there's a bypass. I could just pull this up right here, which is the volume, and now it's passive. So now there's no signal boosting. There's nothing boosting the signal out of the bass, hence passive. That's what that whole fancy thing pretty much means. This knob right here will go between bridge and neck pickup. So neck is always going to be a little more it's going to be very mid-ranged. And then you go up to bridge. And it sometimes sounds louder, or it does sound louder, especially when you're newer, because we don't really give a shit about what the sayings are, and we shouldn't anyway at the beginning. The reason it sounds louder, and if it sounds louder, perception's reality, it is louder as far as I'm concerned, is because there's more bass, there's more low frequency. I should say not just bass, because it's a bass guitar. There's more low frequency with the bridge, as opposed to mid-range frequency with the neck. Why that sounds louder, if you go outside and you're from Long Island or wherever, that's where I'm from, but you go to Suburbia, USA, and you see that fucking genius driving around with his little souped up car and the bass blasting, you hear that guy from or girl, let's not discriminate against who's being abrasive with their car music, you'll hear that from really far away because low frequencies travel way further than a higher frequency. It's just, you'll hear the rumble of it. So the same applies here, the same effect. So when it's doesn't have as much low frequency, it'll sound a little lower in volume, and that's more bass to it. What happens here, this one is going to be your high and low right here. So if you look, there's two knobs right there. I don't get paid either, but this saved my ass when the jack of my Cassidy got loose, and I don't want to. Sick. Post all of it, yeah, because I'm all about that too. There we go. Sorry, I got a phone call. This is gonna be cut short. This is low, this is mid, or low and high. So that doesn't matter when it's passive, when this is pulled up, because there's no signal coming out. That's why actives have to have a battery. It has to power the signal to come through. So right now it's flat when they're both in the center. I boost the low. Now it's an actual boosted signal. And I can boost the high. It's definitely louder because I think it added, well, I know it added more volume. It added 10 dB decibels. And then you can also cut it by rolling off. Now it's really thin and tuned out or whatever. But I do have to go because my phone's blowing up and it's Sunday, and I don't know, not that I give a shit about football, but there's stuff to be done. But I love going live. It's a lot more comfortable. You guys are really cool, and interacting makes it, I don't know how to explain it, but I'll try to explain it. It's very weird talking to a phone. It's fucking very, very bizarre. I don't think I'll ever get used to it, maybe just more comfortable with it. Either way, thanks for responding, because out of that, I just realized, okay, we could do live videos of music theory. I could do every day. It really doesn't matter. And I also don't think it affects, not that I care. The only reason I care about views is I want to grow this channel because I want more people to have this information, because kind of the whole, not to get philosophical, but the whole point of this channel was be the change you want to see. So when I'm looking for things on YouTube and I'm trying to find a video about something, and regardless of how long I've been playing, I really got to go soon. Anyway, regardless of how long I've been playing for that many years, if you go online and you try to find something and it's not there, it's super frustrating. So I want to make the channel that I wish I had, type of a thing. So to do that, I need you guys to like comment and do all that stuff. Not for the promotion side of it, but for the content side. If like the Wayne's World, if you book them, they will come. If I build what people want to see, it's gonna do fine. It'll work itself out. But I gotta go because I hit the FU button to my girlfriend twice now, and she's gonna see this too. So let me go. And again, thank you so much for, was it 2025 as of now. So thanks a lot. Have a good weekend. See you guys later. And yeah, okay, bye.